Welcome to the Chop Team. This is your boy Seth the Dark Child,
Twinsinc.
and today we are gonna pull up a bar. We're gonna pull up our barber chairs and talk about something that was important to me in my childhood. Drum roll, please. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
So if you've been, unless you've been living under a rock, ladies and gentlemen, and since this whole pandemic has happened, everybody has been home and catching up on their TV game.
Mhm.
TV game meaning Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, whatever. You catching movies, you binge watching everything under the sun because it's not really much to do, right?
Exactly.
And plus, you've been programmed to watch TV so much now. Even though they open up a little bit, you still gotta watch your TV shows.
Yep.
So we're chopping up today He-Man. It came out, I want to say last week on Netflix. Now, I'm an 80s baby, and I grew up, and before Marvel hit TV and all that stuff, and comic books, before even comic books and all that stuff, He-Man was technically my first superhero that I watched.
Okay.
So, for me personally, twins. Master of the Universe had a big sword. It was a sword. He was a little kid. Picked the sword up, screamed the Master of the Universe, turned to a grown man, muscles and everything. Had the cat. I used to have the He-Man with the tiger with the red mask. I used to play it in the water. You know what I'm saying? Telling you, I was He-Man all the way out. He was my Conan. He was everything that's out now. So this He-Man they did hits home and it hurts my soul. But we're gonna talk about it. Seth, what you thought so far before we jump in this?
I want to give my monologue on He-Man too.
Okay, go ahead.
Bruh, literally. I did understand that He-Man was a little bit, it was a little weird, as far as running around half naked with no shirt on. But He-Man made me want to go out and play, made me want to work out, made me want to put muscle on. I swear to God, I dreamt of having a battle cat. Bruh, if you'd have gave my little 7, 8-year-old butt 3 wishes, I want a power sword and a battle cat. I don't give a damn. I wanted to be. But anyway, end of villain. My favorite villain. Skeletor was the best villain I had ever seen.
He was scary looking, but yes.
Exactly. A purple muscle bound person with a skull, and he taught big jump too, bro. I mean, even Kevin Samuels used some Skeletor quotes on his show right now. He's like, "What?" Whenever you hear him say, "What?" That's right. Skeletor. What? He-Man, what? or even worse when he say, "Just like a woman." He got one with just like a woman. Skeletor. Listen, He-Man from a woman's point of view might have been a bit misogynistic.
Where's my phone at? I gotta see when He-Man came out. Actually, when it came out. Continue talking.
Okay, yeah, check that. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. Like, once again, out of all the cartoons I looked at, he wasn't my first superhero, but my goodness, let's be 100. I seen He-Man bench a castle. Yes, when you go to the gym and work out, the Rock did not want to be just a big dude. If you ever talk to the Rock, I guarantee you, he ended up thinking He-Man every time he pushed one.
Right.
That's what He-Man was to us. When they ended it, once again, okay, you ended it. It ended weirdly because it just kind of fizzled out, but it doesn't matter.
Are you talking the original He-Man?
The original. I'm
okay,
the 80s.
Original. All right.
Now, see, sure. I saw the cartoon when it first came out. You
right.
might have seen it in reruns.
Oh yeah, me getting reruns.
I saw it come out. I saw He-Man every Saturday morning originally, and I had the toys too.
Okay.
My cousin, because my cousin had a better life than I did, they even had the Castle Grayskull and the Snake Mountain with the figurine. Right. So we on the floor battling and bruh, just hours of good times.
So He-Man originally came out in the early 80s, or came out in the 80s. Mm-hmm. So I didn't watch reruns. I watched it.
I was born in 74.
Of course you right. So your mind was more mature than mine. Because I'm an 80. I was 82. Okay. So you was what? Maybe 10? Watching He-Man?
What year it came out?
I'll give you exact year in a second here. It said 80s, but I'll tell you 1 second here.
Because I was born in 74. So like I said, if it came out in 83, I would have been 9.
Okay.
Perfect age to play with figurines battling to save the universe.
All right, correction.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we don't know it all, ladies and gentlemen, but we do all the research and pull it up. So his first He-Man, 1981.
1981, I would have been 7.
Yeah, 1981 when first originally was on TV, if I'm correct. So yeah, I was born in 82, so by the time I started watching it, it might have been reruns by then.
Yeah, but still, it was still the reruns just means you looked at the exact same thing
right
a little bit later.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's my memory. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. If I wanted to be He-Man, I wanted to ride a giant tiger. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to have a father figure because I ain't have no daddy. I wish Man at Arms was my dad, but no.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we gave you a little background of He-Man and the impact it had on us as young boys growing up to be men.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And yes, you heard our ages, so 74, 82. So yes, we up in age, right?
Yep.
So, of course, when it came on Netflix and this one showed, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm watching this.
Zach, I couldn't wait to introduce my kids to it. I got teenage boys, and I was like, you know what? I'm a binge watcher myself because I hate people to mess up my fantasies about how it is. I'm like, okay. And then I'm out of binge watch with the fam to be like, yo, man, check this out, bro. No.
Okay.
No.
So the series was from September 5th, 1983, all the way to November 21st, 1985. So they had 2 years of He-Man on TV. Cool. Let's be fair. Let's understand. So yeah, I watched the reruns, but it was like you said, it was the same thing that you watched.
Exact same thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have not watched on Netflix, this will be a spoiler. So you might want to stop right here, watch it. It's only 5 episodes, 23 minutes long, so maybe 2.5 hours. You can knock it all out. Boom, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So if you didn't watch it, stop here, pause it, come back to the Dachopteam. We're about to go in.
Breathe.
All right, your time is over. We're going in now. So first off, I want to say this: the show is called Correction. The main character is called He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So its course is based off He-Man.
I would think so.
I would think so too. Now I think that
and add to it because Skeletor is a very important villain. He is without Skeletor. Without Skeletor, He-Man is just a big dude with a sword on.
OP out there, right? He's like Superman.
He needed Skeletor. Keep going.
So now, He-Man. Now the TV show series on Netflix is not called He-Man. So that's one thing that I pay attention after the fact watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you
the devil in the details.
Right. So you gotta pay attention to details. But on Netflix, it's called Master of the Universe. That's the show on Netflix that came out. It's called Master of Universe.
Mm-hmm.
But it used to be He-Man, the Master of Universe. But it was called Master Universe. Mm-hmm. So once again, the show's called. So the main character is called He-Man.
He-Man.
I want to be
very
clear.
Important.
It's very important.
Pronouns count here.
Okay. He-Man. Only 5 episodes. This man died in the first episode. He might have got maybe 15 minutes. Not even that. He might have got 5 minutes of TV time.
Maybe.
On his own show.
Mm-hmm.
He's the main character of the show called He-Man. Like, without He-Man, there's nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
They kill him and Skeletor.
And the main villain.
They kill both of them. So, from the first episode all the way to the 5th episode, where she come back later on and get stabbed.
They resurrect him for like not even 5 minutes, bruh. He came back, he lifted the sword and got
stabbed. Well, if he's dead, but he got stabbed. Okay, but we jumped the gun a little bit there. But I just want to let you know, so they Master Universe, they did a show on a guy that's the main character, but they kill him off in the first episode. This is giving me some G.I. Joe vibes. The movie G.I. Joe Part 2,
which I absolutely despise.
It's giving that type of vibe because if you were a G.I. Joe fan like we were growing up, seeing G.I. Joe 2 was horrible because they killed Duke off within the first 5 minutes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Never in all my G.I. Joe history I heard about Duke dying, but they killed Duke off in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Crushed. Ruined my G.I. Joe. Crushed. But anyway, back to Masters of the Universe. So yes, they kill off He-Man
Mm-hmm.
in the first couple minutes of the episode, and it should have been called He-Man. It should have been called She-Man or She or whatever. What's the girl's name?
Tila.
Tila. The TV series became about all her. It was all about her.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, she gave me Loki vibes. The final Loki or the woman with Loki vibes. Because you watch Loki at the end of Loki.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
At the end of Loki, you know what I'm saying?
Sylvie.
Sylvie, there we go. Sylvie. At the end of Loki, Sylvie caused the multi-universe because she was in her feelings about getting revenge instead of just sitting back and going with the options that the guy presented to her.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't care. He told her, you can kill me and it's all go to shits, or you could take my spot. I know what I did was wrong, but it was something that had to be done. So you have the option here. And the guy Loki, or the Loki period, he was trying to fight her because they're both villains. But Loki caught it. He understands. He said, "What? Let's take a minute. Let's breathe for a second. What if Mr. Kang is saying is right that if we kill him, this will cause horrible things to happen to everyone?"
Mm-hmm.
She didn't care because it was all about me.
It's all about me.
So she killed him. So now back to He Masters of Universe. Gotta be clear. It's not called He-Man. So what's the girl's name again? Tila. Mm-hmm. After she finds out that what's He-Man's real name?
Adam.
Oh, God, right. Adam. Interesting. But anyway, so everyone in the He-Man cartoon knew that Prince Adam was He-Man, but Tila, she didn't know. So
I don't know how she didn't know. I mean, come on, man. Anyway,
I know it makes no sense. Like when have you seen Batman? I mean, not Batman. When have you seen He-Man and Adam in the same place at the same time? It's like Peter Parker and Spider-Man at the same time. When? Ever. Never. But anyway, she missed that part. It's okay. So at the end, beginning of the episode, once again, He-Man pretty much sacrifices himself to save everyone. Mm-hmm. In the midst of him sacrificing himself, he transfers back to a human being or to little Adam holding a sword. And before he blows up and dies, he looks back at Tila, take her name. She see that Prince Adam was He-Man.
And guess what happened?
Go ahead,
I don't want you to finish.
Okay.
I just want to say one word.
Go ahead.
He looks back, he makes eye contact with her, and guess what happened? Feelings. I keep going.
So now they're all in the castle, and they talking to Prince Adam, mom and dad, which is king and queen.
Mm-hmm.
And they told him that He-Man's dead. Mm-hmm. And of course, mom and dad didn't know Prince Adam was he.
Well, dad didn't know.
Oh, mom knew. Message, pay attention. So mom knew that Prince Adam was He-Man, but dad didn't know his own son was He-Man.
Wait, you know what? Pin in that. Hold on.
Okay.
I just want to add a point. It's actually annoying as heck to me lately that every father in TV shows, I don't care if it's a cartoon, if it's real, the father always is kept ignorant of the reality around him. The mom knew, but they lied to the dad the entire time. And it ain't just him. I'll use all the TV dads if you want to. You know what I'm saying? We can always throw out Carl Winslow. They kept lying. This dude, they lied to him in his own house multiple times. Y'all thought he knew, he didn't know. House of Pain, they lied to that dude all the time. And keep it going. The Simpsons, I'm just saying, why the dad always got to be the dummy in every show? That he's the king, but the queen knew, but they kept it from the king on purpose. How he was going to make kingly decisions without having all the information? Why the men always got to be ignorant and show that women, obviously, Mark, the queen knew. She's the queen. She keeps track. Shut up. I'm sorry. That's a rant. Gear grind. Back to the show.
So yes. So once they go back to the castle and he let the king and queen know that Prince He-Man's dead, and they're like, well, he's saying like, okay, I'll get it, but we won though. Where's Prince Adam? And the friends had to tell dad that his son was He-Man. Mm-hmm. Right? So dad's mad and he's banning people out the place. Now the girl, Tila,
you don't remember her name.
Tila is the one who's supposed to
take over from Man at Arms after whatever reasons. Once
Right.
again,
Long story
stupid
short, she was
reasons.
trained to be able to pretty much take over and lead and maintain the whole. Like, I don't know if she could have been queen or not.
No, she would have been the general.
Okay.
She was taking over the man at arms state.
Oh,
Even though
okay.
she was a
So-
woman, she was man at arms because he was going to retire.
Okay, so she's going to take over the army. She's going to lead the army, pretty much. In layman terms, so people know. So her job was to take over as the army general, whatever, to lead all the soldiers in combat because she was very skilled X, Y, Z. But based on her feelings that no one told her that Prince Adam was He-Man, she had a meltdown. She made it about her.
Message.
Forget about that He-Man sacrificed himself to save everyone. And, Prince Adam, he sacrificed himself to save everyone. And the king and queen lost their only son. She made it about her that everyone lied to her. All these lies because she didn't know that Prince Adam was He-Man.
Message.
And she threw down her, I don't know, crown, whatever.
Tiara.
Whatever it was. But she threw it out and she walked out and left the kingdom. And her decision that she made, multiverse, the decision that she made trickled the rest of the episode, which is only 5 episodes, but it trickled down everything that happened in the Masters of the Universe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stop there. Go ahead, Steph. You want to jump in there?
Well, I just want to point out some things. And not every, okay. So I'm gonna do a quick synopsis spoiler up to the last episode. I'll give you that back money.
Okay.
Okay. So Teela, being angry that the people in her life lied to her about who Adam and He-Man was, and you know what the worst part is? Your childish ass reaction to this is why they lied to you. Feel me? They knew you couldn't be trusted with the truth, so they lied to you. You got mad because they didn't trust you. So how did you act? The same way they thought you would act if you found out, like a petulant, spoiled child. See how that works? It wasn't even. They didn't even wait for a lifetime to figure this out. This was like the next episode. The way you acted is how they expected you to act because they knew you were childish. Okay, cool. Rolling forward with that, the next time you see Teela, she has went straight butch. She got the lesbian. What would you call it? Dress code.
Got the mohawk.
She got the shaved side of the head and hair leaning to the side. It's our
and she hates magic now.
And she hates magic. Her body design. Whoever did the artwork on that, ladies, I'm surprised women ain't said anything about this cartoon though. The artwork on Teela, she went so hard that you couldn't tell that was a woman. Her shoulders, her chest was flat, and her shoulders were blocked. Her chin looked. She had He-Man chin. So she basically became a dude. She found her a little black girl. I'm gonna call her special friend to run around, and they gave so many meaningful, soulful looks. I was like, wow, this would be a really nice love story if it was a dude and a girl. But no, this is 2 girls, and y'all trying not to act like they not together, but it looks meaningful to me. So after this point, just to be clear, because it was called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which was a whole bunch of dudes, and Teela and the Sorceress is what Evil in these names we grew up with. But mostly when you see people doing stupid stuff, brawling and fighting, it's dudes. And then in this particular TV show, they pretty much wrote out all the dudes. I mean, who was the next dude that had a meaningful role the rest of the series?
The robot.
A freaking robot.
A robot of the dead.
Which, spoiler alert, because he was actually useful and competent and capable of doing something that the girls weren't able to do, he got blowed up and killed.
He sacrificed himself. All the men, even the little guy, Orko. I mean, he's a guy. I don't care what you tell me. He's a guy. But he sacrificed himself so everybody could get. Every time a dude stood up and did something that the girls couldn't do, every time a dude saved the girls, they ended up dying. Can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just saying. But this isn't just this show. This is like watching Netflix right now. It doesn't matter. If you watch Black Widow, you know what I'm talking about. If it's a dude who is useful, then he has to be ignorant. Outside of muscles, he don't bring anything to the table. It's across the board if you watch anything on TV, Netflix specifically. So they go through all this. Sheila becomes a dude.
Not really though, but yes.
Yeah, Evil Lynn. I love Evil Lynn. She went on some little girl power rant about she could have been more powerful than Skeletor, but she sacrificed her future to follow a man. And if without that man there, because Skeletor is supposedly dead, she's been able to follow her own path. Her own path led her to try to do everything she could to bring back Skeletor. But anyway, we're not gonna. Once again, ladies, y'all so full of crap it get on my nerves. Y'all want everything y'all do circles back to I hate men. But the moment Skeletor shows back up, what's the first thing she did? Fell right in line. What happened to that girl power rant you were on? You sold out your girls the moment a dude showed up in the picture because that was your place. It wasn't even betrayal. It was just selling out your principles, which of course you don't really anyway. So you want to finish that?
I mean, to really finish up here is that so. With all being said, they all go through trials and tribulations. Most of the men die or sacrifice themselves.
Or look stupid. Man in Arms didn't die, but he apologized the whole rest of the series. Everything you seen, he was sorry for something.
Right. So fifth episode, because only 5 episodes. So eventually, they go to this place like a type of heaven, right? Mm-hmm. Where all the superheroes go. Now, this is kind of funny, ladies and gentlemen. So in this Master Universe show, so all the superheroes, with all the good deeds they have done, doesn't matter how many times they save the earth, save people, all these things, right? When they die, they go to this place which is like a paradise, heaven, whatever. It's all fun. Mm-hmm. So He-Man had an option. He can leave, come back to the real world, right? They'll give him that one-time pass, come back. But they told him if he die again, he will never come back to this paradise place again. How does that make any sense? So a man who sacrificed his whole life, saving the universe many times, and he dies, and he leaves, and they tell him, you can't come back no more. If you leave, this is it. Mm-hmm. So if He-Man will stop saving the world, he'd be good then. He don't go about coming back, because they can't kill him. If he ain't fighting for nobody, hey, people over there, I'm chilling on my business, because I die, I become nothing. But anyway, so long story short, he comes back to the real world. Everyone's happy to see him, right? Mm-hmm. And matter of fact, he didn't say the words.
Nope.
He didn't say the words. And ladies and gentlemen, the words are, I'm the master of the universe. And then he gets struck by lightning, turn to He-Man. He didn't even say it all 5 episodes. That's like Iron Fist and Netflix series, which was horrible. You only saw his fist turn yellow, 2 times?
Yeah.
2 times and maybe 2 seasons?
And both times it turned yellow, I think he hit Luke Cage.
Right. But anyway, bring it back. So, yes, he even said the phenomenal words. So, at the end, right, when he about to raise his sword up and say the words, Skeletor was in the Evil Lynn's little, I don't know, glass circle thing.
Whatever.
And he was in there, and then right when he said, he gets stabbed in the back, he falls to the ground, and then guess who said the master word? Skeletor. And he turns to his big, super evil villain guy, and then it ends there. Mm-hmm. So the gripe I have is this. You have a show, it's called Master Universe, but it's based off the character He-Man. The only reason why 95% of the men watch it because it was He-Man's in it. We grew up watching He-Man.
It was our cartoon.
Out of all the people,
boys,
right? All the people I know on social media, I saw one woman that said, "Hey, why y'all tell me He-Man was on?" Right? So all people on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. I only saw one woman who said, "Oh, because she's a tomboy, so she watched He-Man." Cool. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, it was all men. Mm-hmm. And the disrespect for you to one kill off the main character, which is He-Man, and we were forced to watch. Because, mind you, once you watch the first episode, you're fully invested, and you like, he's going to come back next episode. Like, you knew he was going to come back. Mm-hmm. You just didn't know he was going to come back 2 minutes in the last episode and get stabbed. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, he's not dead, but the fact is, He-Man is the main character, and so pretty much they use He-Man to push this agenda of us having to watch this woman go through her trials and tribulations because she was in her feelings because they lied to her. Now, if I'm lying to her, they didn't do nothing to her. She was no power. She was nothing. Okay.
She threw it all away.
But we was forced to watch her go through all these things just so nothing. Because it really is really nothing. It's 5 episodes. Poor Kevin got a lot of backlash because only 5 episodes. We wanted more, but actually watching the first 5, I don't want to see no more. I'm not gonna watch season 2. If there's a season 2, he got a lot of backlash. A lot.
Bruh, listen, ladies, I am so freaking sick and tired of girl power. Matter of fact, one gear I got to grind on this. There was another spinoff show called She-Ra. He-Man's twin sister. There was another show called She-Ra. They rebooted She-Ra. They gave you all the girl power you could possibly want in She-Ra.
Nobody watched it.
Yeah, exactly. So again, just like on Ghostbusters, you took something that the boys liked and figured, hey, let's take it from the boys, make it ours, and then give it back to them, and they won't complain.
Nobody watched it.
What was that, Batwoman? Yeah. Remember that TV show?
Yeah.
Where the star of the show quit after season 1?
Yeah.
She quit. She didn't want to do it no more. Once again, feelings. Ladies, it would be much better as if you left our stuff alone. You want to prove that you have the ability to draw an audience. Wonder Woman did it, and I loved Wonder Woman. It was quit taking men's shows and then trying to quote unquote make them woke. We're tired of being woke up by stuff that ain't good. Seriously, I'm sick of female superheroes and females taking over the men's movies. And for you to be a strong woman, have you ever looked at the women who take over these roles? They end up being dudes. They all butch. Can I say butch on YouTube nowadays? Yep. They're all butch. Tila became so butch. No dude would want her after that part. She was butch as heck. You know, the Ghostbusters. That was a horrible cartoon. Movie. Of course, when they redid this new Ghostbusters Afterlife, they acted like that movie never even happened. How bad you got to be for them to purposely act like you don't exist? Mm-hmm. They just wrote you out of history, right? Stop it. Even right now, with T'Challa dead, they were already talking about replacing T'Challa with Shuri. That's not her role. Sure. If you make T'Challa, if you make Black Panther a woman, what you think that is? What do you think that's gonna do?
I'm not really, because in the comics she does eventually become the king. Eventually.
But no, if you give me a female Black Panther in the next movie, I'll never watch nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't just.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
No, I'm telling you.
And that's gonna be a good chop too, depending how that goes. That's gonna be a phenomenal chop. But listen. Mm-hmm. So the creator of He-Man, which is named Kevin Smith,
Jay and Silent Bob, and I love you, Silent Bob.
I don't know what you're thinking, but he says here, Tila was one of the first figures launched. She is in every episode of the cartoon, fighting side beside He-Man.
Yes,
which is fine. So he didn't think that it would be a big deal that she became the lead person of the show. And somebody was talking about, well, we got the whole She-Ra as the her own show, and nobody watched it. So why are you creeping this back into what we thought would be something manly that we like to watch? Like, we like to watch these things for a reason. So that's like coming up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and all of a sudden there's a female.
If you swap out all the turtle for girl,
like
no,
what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You don't ask guys asking for make us a like the Girl Scout Barbie. We don't want no Ken TV show.
Exactly.
Like we don't want that.
We never. Matter of fact, keep Ken with Barbie. We don't want Ken.
Right.
We've given him to them. But we could keep going. Listen. Voltron. There were 4 guys and 1 girl on Voltron. I don't need 5 girls to make my Voltron show. Don't do it. Godzilla. I can't wait for them to say Godzilla's a girl. Godzilla's laying eggs. It's been a woman the whole time. Godzilla been a woman. Is King Kong a woman? Because I can see it. You won't stop. I'm serious. And every time, I'm sorry, I get on that rant because every time you do it, it's fine if you want to make the woman the star of the movie. I like Tomb Raider. Okay?
Sure, it was good. It was everything I expected.
Resident Evil. Listen.
Everything I expected. I mean, of course, I wasn't Chris Redfield, but I get it. But it was awesome.
She was there. Exactly. But even if you did it, I'm going to go back to He-Man right now. Teela was in every episode. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't really care. But I also know that inside of that, there were other masters of the universe, a.k.a. Man at Arms, Ram Man, Stratos, Fisto, whatever, that dude with the big fist. There were other masters of the universe. No, Teela went and got her own chocolate covered friend, which I swear to God that was her girlfriend. Either way, you know what I'm saying? Where are the other masters at? You act like they didn't exist. The same for the Ghostbusters. Oh, obviously, we don't need a dude to do what all the other dudes did. We'll just imitate every single thing that they did.
But see, the thing is, they don't understand how y'all ruin a franchise overall. Like, speaking of Ghostbusters, for them to come back, they had to do like a Resident Evil type of thing because it's Ghostbusters Afterlife. Because, you know what I mean? Of course, it's still Jason Zombie, but they had to bring it back to pull the original Ghostbuster fans back.
Exactly. Because you lost them.
You lost us. I mean, yeah, Chris was in it, but Chris was like the comical person of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no Thor type of guy in Ghostbusters.
And speaking of Thor, aren't you giving? ain't they giving Jane Foster the hammer?
Love and Thunder.
I mean, ladies, God, come on, give these women their own vehicles, man. But why y'all always got to take? Why you got to show you strong and independent by taking something a dude already did?
Create your own.
Be original. It's happened. Wonder Woman is there.
And the first Wonder Woman was awesome.
Exactly. She-Hulk. I can't wait to see She-Hulk.
Yes.
Make up your own cartoons though. But quit trying to Batwoman is Batwoman. But the last thing they did trying to act like Batman was an incompetent. Bruh, when was Batman ever incompetent? Ever. Over 20 damn movies. When has Batman ever been an incompetent superhero?
Never.
Well, wasn't until Ruby Rose decided she needed to do better than the Cape Crusader.
The smartest detective in the whole world.
Oh my! But
at least in the DC world, but we'll give him that.
Still, he was incompetent though. He couldn't do it.
Yeah. So yes. So the Chop Team, we give you the breakdown of the He-Man, or I'm sorry, Masters of the Universe. See, that's how they got us.
Yep.
That's how they got all the men.
Yep.
Every guy who watched Master of the Universe, we were so happy to know that He-Man, because when
they already had She-Ra.
Listen, this is how they set us all up. All the marketing was all He-Man. When you saw the marketing, you saw
Did you
He-Man.
see the trailer?
Yeah, you watch the trailer right now. You see nothing but He-Man in the trailer. And guess what? In the trailer, you see all He-Man. That's only scenes that he have in his own TV series.
They literally
in the trailer. Wow. They talking about catfish.
Bruh.
Catfish. Oh, we got catfish. Yes. We men have a problem with this because if I knew it's gonna be all about her, I wouldn't have watched it. Because yes, she might have been every episode in the original 80s version when it came out, but guess who everybody know in the whole world? He-Man. No one is ever talking about Teela, and everybody know He-Man, Skeletor, and the Lion. Now, some people know all, but that's all I know. A tiger, wherever he is. I don't know everybody else. Don't care no one else. That's all I knew. He-Man. So I don't care if she was there in all episodes. You can't take over his show and make it about her. If that's the case, I ought to watch She-Ra, whatever it was.
She-Ra. I'm not watching. But
and that's the whole point. They had to mask it so because they saw the other one and do no numbers. So let's use He-Man, but then kill him off and go from there.
Oh wait, I got one more that's a gear grinder. James Bond. Did you know they swapping him out for a woman? The new 00 will be a woman.
So they
20. 30,
wait, stop.
40.
So they had a huge problem when was thinking about being in role. So
because he was black.
So a black guy playing 007, it was like through the roof. I heard about. I mean, and I'm not really a big 00 fan at all. I know about him, but I know about James Bond. Pretty cool guy, all the gadgets and stuff. It's still cool, right? I might catch him on TV board. But as soon as they had rumors of it being a black guy, I heard everyone come out the woodworks upset about a black guy playing James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
But now a woman is about to play a role. I hear a peep from nowhere.
Potentially a black woman.
Yeah, that's about to blow up too. That's gonna blow up too.
Once again, we could keep going over. Once again, if I pulled up Netflix, if you watch Netflix, if every time a woman is the lead of the show, how many times have you seen? We're gonna have to talk about the LGBTQRXYZ representation in movies, especially headliner movies on Netflix. We should talk about that.
Another topic.
They've if it's on Netflix, it's an alphabet community.
Listen, so
movie.
We're gonna start doing this. If we're gonna rate from 1 to 5, He-Man will get a rating of 1. I know, yeah, straight 1. Yeah. Sorry, that's out the
I'm
gate.
not arguing. I'm trying to be nice.
No, out the gate, straight 1, because the reason why, because guess what? I can't get that time back.
True.
I can't get the 2 hours back. I have to watch something else. I can't get the 2 hours back, and I can't unsee what I've seen.
Because if this
can't get it back.
If this was supposed to be her hero, Ray from Star. I'm still thinking about why they swap dudes side to get. Here's the thing, and I'm on your side. We're gonna end it right there. We're gonna end it. Quit bait and switching us, ladies. I support you having your own stuff. Y'all have whole channels that are dedicated to what y'all want to watch. The Hallmark channel, H&M, Lifetime. Y'all have whole channels dedicated to y'all point of view.
And you don't hear no man complaining about how come there's no man shows on these. We don't care. We let you have it.
It's your channel. Okay? But on these properties that have traditionally been male, stay out of them. Play your position. If you're not supposed to be the lead, you're not. And if you are going to be the lead, and I'm surprised women ain't saying that, they are stereotyping y'all. I'm not thinking that women can do it as well as men. I'm thinking maybe some butch lesbians can. But I'm not thinking that women can. You got to sacrifice your femininity to be Tila. Because if you even look at the artwork on the first episode and the second episode, look at what she turned into physically. She went from being feminine or whatever you want to call it to being masculine for her to step into that role. Ladies, if that's the price you got to be to step into this role, why do y'all want it? Why?
That's a good one. Why do you want it?
That's the price you pay to just step up like that.
I mean, really, this might be another topic, but like, how is equality really working out for you? Like, is it really working out? Is it really beneficial?
Yeah, that's a whole nother recording.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
We're gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning into the Top Team. Once again, iPad, iTunes, Spotify, All Heart. Tap into us. We out.
Peace.